If you look at the numbers, if you look at statistics, if you look at the history of the region, we've heard it on this show, there are a lot of multiple reasons for that. A, there was tough situation in Africa before that. B, we have commodity prices. We have a real crisis produced by the war. What's happened is, if we want to blame someone, we have to blame the war, and we have to blame the way it's conducted. Once again, that Ukrainians export this grain through Odessa. They mined it. Russians, in their turn, blockaded. Now they want to have access to this area, and so this is a concrete thing. But we have to be really well aware of like a multiplicity of causes, and the world have to try to solve them together. What we see nowadays is the so-called butterfly effect. Everything is connected. The war in Eastern Europe affects Africa. So there should be a mutual effort. We've heard about the climate, the same thing.
Right.
Russia have to be involved. Rather than ostracizing and putting sanctions on Russia, which produce more crisis, more inflation. So this is a complicated issue.
As far as the Middle East is concerned, this is a small, steadily screaming nightmare. To start off with, so Egypt, for example, is the world's largest grain importer, and it gets about 50%, about 9 million tons a year, and about 50% of that comes in from Russia and 30% of it comes in from Ukraine. And Ukraine, to the best of my understanding, is about the world's 5th largest exporter of wheat. So it's quite significant. So when this started happening, I think Egypt had attempted to stockpile, and it had said that it had stockpiles for about 9 months, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Egypt just put out another tender from any of the 22 countries that it used to import from. And the wheat imports that come into Egypt are linked to a bread subsidy system, which is vital to the country's well-being, because over 2/3 of the country are linked to that bread subsidy system. The Egyptian government is currently trying to pull in wheat from its own local production, but that isn't going to be enough. And what they're super worried about, what everyone in the region is worried about, is that this lack of supply is going to lead to increasing food insecurity, which may lead to political and domestic insecurity.